Welcome. Today, we're diving into something really powerful, how you can turn your home into a true ally, a supportive and empowering space for individuals and families living with ALS. Okay, let's get right into it. And that right there, that's really the heart of it all. We're not just talking about, functional fixes. We're talking about making changes that actively boost your quality of life, that champion independence, and that create more room for joy and connection right in the place you love most. So, the big question is, where do you even start? Well, it all begins with a plan. And hey, let's not think of this as a chore. The best way to approach this is to see it as a family project, a really cool chance to shape your space together. And yeah, that's the question on everyone's mind, right? It can feel huge, a little overwhelming even. But the good news is there's a really clear and totally manageable path forward. It just breaks down into a few simple steps. The process is probably way simpler than you're imagining. It all kicks off with a family walkthrough. Seriously, just walk through the house together and pay attention. Where do things flow smoothly, and where are the little snags? Those observations, that's your checklist. That list then helps you figure out a budget and gives you really specific questions to ask a professional, like an occupational therapist, to get that expert advice. And here's some really great news. You don't have to break the bank to make a difference. I mean, a truly meaningful change, like a simple grab bar that can completely boost safety and confidence, that can cost as little as $15. Now, of course, some projects are a bigger deal. A stair lift, for example, is a much larger investment. But seeing these two price points side by side really shows you that this whole process is scalable. You can start with those small, high-impact wins and then phase in the bigger projects as your needs change over time. Okay, so we've got our planning down. Now for the fun part. Let's take a little tour of the house. We're going to look at some of the most powerful ideas for the most important areas, starting right at the front door. Think about your front door. The goal here is simple. We want every single entrance to feel like a big, warm, effortless welcome. It's not just about getting in and out, it's about that feeling of ease and confidence every time you come home. So, when steps become a hurdle, ramps are the go-to solution. And you've basically got two main choices here. Portable ramps, they're fantastic for temporary needs or if you're renting, mainly because there's no installation. But for everyday, long-term use, a sturdy, permanent ramp is usually going to be your best bet. Okay, let's talk about the bathroom. And the thinking here goes way beyond just function. It's about turning this space into a true sanctuary, a place that's all about comfort, dignity, and maybe even a little bit of that spa-like relaxation. You know, the biggest bang for your buck often comes from just a few key essentials. Grab bars installed at that sweet spot between 33 and 36 inches high are crucial for stability. A curbless walk-in shower, that just removes the barrier completely. And even smaller things like an elevated toilet seat or a handheld shower head can make a world of difference for daily independence. And here is a perfect example of a tiny, cheap change that makes a huge difference. Think about it. A traditional doorknob needs a tight grip and a twist, but a lever handle, you can open that with your elbow or the side of your hand. It's such a simple swap, but it makes getting around the entire house so much easier. All right, let's head into what's often the heart of the home, the kitchen. This room is all about connection, right? And the adaptations we make here are all about keeping it that way, making sure meal prep stays a fun, inclusive activity for absolutely everyone. So how do we make that happen? It's all about bringing the kitchen to you. Lowered countertops, for instance, make it comfortable to work while seated. Pull-down shelves mean you're not stretching for things way up high. And oh man, a side opening oven is a total game changer. No more leaning over a hot oven door. Every one of these changes is about encouraging everyone to join in and share the experience. Okay, so we've covered the physical changes, but what happens when we layer in technology? That's when you get a home that's not just accessible, but smart and super secure. It's really all about creating total peace of mind. You hear this term smart home hub thrown around a lot, but what is it really? Think of it as the brain of the operation. It's just one central device that talks to all the other smart stuff in your house, your lights, your thermostat, you name it, and lets you control it all from one place, usually just with your voice. It just makes everything simple. And just think about what this tech can do.
We're talking voice assistants that let you control pretty much anything without lifting a finger, smart plugs that can turn your favorite old lamp into a smart device, a video doorbell so you can see who's there without even getting up. It's all about cutting down on physical effort and putting you back in control of your environment. So you take all of this, the thoughtful planning, the physical changes, the smart tech, and you put it all together. What's the result? It's a home that truly, deeply empowers. It becomes a space that's custom-built to support joy, connection, and independence. And we can't forget about the process of doing all this. Because when a family tackles these modifications together, the act of planning and creating, it just strengthens your bond. That involvement is what transforms a house into a truly supportive home, one that's literally filled with acts of care and connection. So look, if there is one single thing to walk away with today, it's this. Every single change you make, whether it's a $15 grab bar or a brand new smart home system, is a huge step forward. It's a step toward creating a home that doesn't ask you to adapt to it, but one that beautifully and powerfully adapts to you. And that brings us to the end. So I want to leave you with a question to think about. As you look around your own space, what's just one small change, one simple tweak that could bring a little more ease and a little more joy into your home starting today?